You've probably had this exact moment. You're sick, not dramatically sick, just that low-grade, drained, lying on the couch all day kind of sick, and your pets know something is off. Your dog has been glued to you since morning. He's not sleeping, he's watching. Every time you shift position, his eyes open. Every time you cough, his head lifts. He has appointed himself your full-time monitor, and he takes the job with a seriousness that would be funny if it weren't so genuinely moving. Your cat, meanwhile, has disappeared. You haven't seen her in hours, and when she finally shows up, she doesn't come to you. She walks to the center of the room, sits down, and begins what appears to be a very thorough inspection of the baseboards. You've probably felt in that moment a little stung. Your dog is your nurse. Your cat can't be bothered. But here's what's actually happening. Your cat is not ignoring you. She is responding to you with the same intensity your dog is, using the same biological imperative your dog is. She just expresses it in a language so different from your dog's that it's almost unrecognizable as care. What you are watching, the monitoring dog and the room-scanning cat, is the single most clarifying distinction in all of companion animal behavioral science. Your dog is a genetic social partner. Your cat is a territorial mapper. And once you understand what those two phrases actually mean, not as labels, but as complete operating systems, every single confusing thing your pet has ever done will suddenly make perfect sense. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start with your cat and the baseboards. A territorial mapper does not experience the world as a series of relationships. She experiences it as a series of spaces, each one assessed, classified, and maintained with a precision that would impress a military intelligence analyst. Every room your cat moves through has been evaluated on multiple axes simultaneously: exits, elevations, sight lines, acoustic properties, scent profiles, light patterns, traffic flow. She knows which corner of your bedroom catches the afternoon sun at exactly the right angle. She knows which hallway produces an echo when someone walks quickly. She knows with a specificity that should genuinely humble you the precise number of steps between her favorite sleeping spot and the nearest exit. This is not idle knowledge. This is survival infrastructure, and it is being actively maintained every single day. When you got sick, something changed in your home. Your movement patterns shifted, your scent chemistry altered, illness changes the volatile compounds the human body releases, and your cat's olfactory system is approximately 14 times more sensitive than yours. The soundscape of your home changed, your breathing pattern changed, and all of those changes registered on your cat's territorial map as anomalies requiring investigation. That's what the baseboard inspection was. It was not indifference to you. It was a data-gathering sweep triggered by the detection that something in the territory had changed. She was updating her map, and you were the variable that had caused the update to be necessary. Researchers at Oregon State University documented the formal framework for understanding this. Domestic cats form a secure base effect with their owners, the same attachment pattern observed in human infants with primary caregivers. But the critical nuance of the research is this: for cats, the secure base is not you alone. It is you within a stable territory. The attachment is spatial as much as it is relational. When the territory is intact and predictable, your cat can rest. When it is disrupted, even by something as internal as your physiological state changing, she enters what behavioral scientists call environmental scanning mode. And this is where behavioral mirroring in cats becomes visible, though it looks nothing like what we usually think of as mirroring. Your cat does not move toward you when you're unwell. She moves around you. She recalibrates the space around you. She is, in a very real sense, taking the measure of what your illness means for the territory you both inhabit, and responding with the tools her nervous system actually has. She reads you through chemistry. Studies on feline olfactory sensitivity confirm that cats detect the hormonal and metabolic changes associated with human stress and illness through scent alone. She reads you through sound, the rhythm of your breathing, the frequency of your movement, the pitch changes in your voice. Cats can detect micro variations in human respiratory patterns that fall entirely below the threshold of conscious human perception. She has been reading you this whole time. She simply does not express what she reads by sitting on you.
There is an old misreading of cats that frames their independence as emotional distance. What it actually is operational logic. The territorial mapper expresses care by securing the territory, by checking that the walls hold, by verifying that the map is still accurate, by doing the spatial and sensory work that her species evolved to do, and doing it on your behalf as much as her own. She is not failing to comfort you. She is comforting you in the only language evolution gave her, and it is a language worth learning to read.
Now let's talk about your dog, the one who has not taken his eyes off you all day. The phrase genetic social partner is not poetic. It is a precise biological description of what selective pressure produced over 15,000 years of domestication. Your dog's drive to monitor you, stay near you, read your face, and respond to your emotional state is not a personality trait. It is not something you trained into him. It is written into his genome at a level that shapes his neurological architecture from birth. Research into canine domestication genetics has identified mutations in dogs associated with Williams-Burron syndrome, a human condition characterized by compulsive social orientation, extreme pro-sociality, and an almost total absence of social wariness toward strangers. In humans, this is a neurodevelopmental difference. In dogs, the equivalent genetic signature was selected for, generation after generation, because the animals who bonded most intensely to humans survived better. What is a syndrome in us is a feature in them. Your dog's social compulsion is not excessive. It is the product. Scientists at the Clever Dog Lab in Vienna have extensively documented the specific mechanism through which this manifests: referential looking. When your dog encounters an ambiguous situation, something uncertain, something potentially threatening, something he doesn't have a clear response to, he does not rely on his own assessment. He turns to your face. He looks for your emotional read on the situation and uses it as his primary navigational data. This is not dependency. This is a 15,000-year-old cognitive adaptation that made dogs the most successful large mammal domestication in human history. Your face is, for your dog, a real-time environmental intelligence system, more reliable than his nose in ambiguous social situations, more calibrated than his ears for distinguishing genuine threat from false alarm. Because your face carries social information, context, interpretation, emotional valence that no amount of sniffing the air can provide. He has evolved to need that information, and he has evolved to get it specifically from you. Research from the University of Milan demonstrated that this need goes biochemical. Dogs and their long-term owners develop cortisol synchronization. Their baseline stress hormone levels rise and fall together over weeks and months of shared life. Your dog's adrenal system is, in a measurable physiological sense, running in parallel with yours. When you are sick and your cortisol is elevated and your body chemistry is off, he feels it, not metaphorically, biochemically. His body is running a version of what your body is running. This is why he is watching you with that particular intensity. He is not just observing, he is entangled. His nervous system is trying to process the signal your nervous system is broadcasting, and the signal says something is wrong. His response is to close the distance, maintain visual access, and stay maximally attuned. Because for a genetic social partner, proximity and face monitoring are the only tools available when the pack member you're synchronized to is in distress. He cannot check the baseboards, he cannot update the map. The territory means almost nothing to him in the way it means everything to your cat. What he has is you, your face, your body, your biochemical state, and he is using every sensory and cognitive resource he has to stay close to it. Not because he was told to, because 15,000 years of evolution made him this way, and there was never a moment when anyone asked him if he consented to the cost. So now the picture comes into focus, fully, completely.
Every confusing thing your cat has ever done makes sense now through one lens. She is a territorial mapper. She knocked something off the shelf because she was updating her map of what that surface tolerates. She ignored you when you called because she was in the middle of a sightline assessment that required her full attention. She suddenly bolted from a room she's been in 100 times because her map flagged an anomaly, a sound, a scent, a light pattern that didn't match her stored data. She is not random. She is a precision instrument responding to spatial information with disciplined, systematic logic. And every confusing thing your dog has ever done makes sense through the complementary lens. He is a genetic social partner. He follows you from room to room because losing visual access to you is, to his nervous system, equivalent to losing his primary navigational system. He stares at you when you eat because food-adjacent situations are high social information moments, and he needs to know where he stands. He presses against you when you cry because cortisol synchronization means he is biochemically experiencing something adjacent to what you're experiencing, and proximity is the only intervention his nervous system knows how to make. One animal performs a security sweep to maintain territorial integrity. The other maintains visual access to maintain relational integrity. Both are executing ancient, sophisticated, internally consistent operating systems. Both systems were built for a world very different from your living room, and yet both systems have, against considerable evolutionary odds, adapted just enough to make living with us not just possible, but mutual. The territorial mapper secured the space you both live in. The genetic social partner secured the bond that keeps you both sane inside it. You did not design this division of labor. Evolution did, over millions of years, and it turns out it works. Here is what I want to leave you with. Both of these animals are paying a cost that was never put to a vote. Your dog's cortisol rises with yours. Every difficult week, every sleepless night, every anxious season of your life runs through his adrenal system too. He didn't agree to that. His genome agreed for him, 15,000 years before he existed. He carries the biological weight of your emotional life in his own body every single day, with no ability to set it down. Your cat maintains a living cognitive map of your shared home, every room, every exit, every change you introduce, every anomaly your body produces, and she does it continuously, without pause, without vacation. Every time your life disrupts the territory, she does the work of restoring the map. That cognitive labor is real, it is costly, and it is done in large part because you are on that map as its most important landmark. Neither of them is loving you the way a human loves. They are loving you through the way evolution shaped them to love, through the tools their nervous systems were given, in the languages their ancestors developed across millions of years of survival. Those languages are strange to us. They don't always look like what we expect love to look like, but they are love, written in spatial logic and biochemical synchrony, in territory checks and face watching, in baseboards and eyes that won't look away. The territorial mapper and the genetic social partner are both, in their own ancient and precise ways, saying the same thing. I am here. I have been here. I will keep doing the work of being here, in whatever way my species knows how. If this reframed something about your pets for you, subscribe. We translate animal behavior into human language every week. And tell us in the comments, does your cat do something that now makes complete sense as territorial mapping? Or does your dog do something that's just pure genetic social partnership? Because I promise, whatever it is, it now has a perfect scientific explanation.